Hello everyone. Happy Aries new moon solar eclipse. It's a big day. I'm sure this eclipse is moving through us all in very different ways. And I hope that you've been keeping yourself nice and grounded and hydrated, taking care of yourself through it all. I love it. I love eclipse season. It's always wild. So tonight I have set the intention to open up and channel any messages through me that need to be heard by anyone who finds this video. And this and all of my videos are not time specific. Yes, it might be a April 8th eclipse video, and some of my older videos might be, the Gemini new moon or whatever full moon, whatever portal I do a reading for. But just know that all of these videos contain channeled messages and things that I add in from my own experience. So if you see a title that calls to you, I encourage you to still watch it. There might be something in there for you. As one of my favorite readers, my favorite channels, Magnetize Yourself, likes to say, time does not exist at the level of like the energy and the soul. So if you find these videos at another time popping up in your recommended, and it's not the eclipse anymore, still give it a chance, because there might be something in there for you that you need to hear today. Because I always start out my readings with a prayer. I pray to God to open me up and channel any messages through me that need to be heard by anyone who finds this video. So happy eclipse season, or whatever time you're in. And first out, we have the Three of Cups reversed. So to me, this says you might be feeling like some old friendships are sloughing off. Maybe you're not feeling as connected to the people you used to feel super connected to anymore. Always remember, I feel like I say in every one of my videos, that nothing is taken out of your life to torture you. And the perspective we hold about things is so important. So if you hold the perspective that, things are happening to you to torture you, then you're going to attract more of that energy. If you hold the perspective that everything's happening for your greatest and highest good, you're going to find more of that. You're going to find more confirmation of that. So like, if you are losing friendships right now, if old people are leaving your life, I encourage you to look at that with the perspective of like, okay, well, God is going to bring in safer, more grounded, healthy people and healthy connections into my life. Room is being made. God is making room in my life for better people that I can connect with on a soul level, people who inspire me, people who help me grow. Like, if the people that you're surrounding yourself with, as badass and independent and headstrong, or like as secure in ourselves as we can be, we are deeply affected by the people we surround ourselves with. So if you find that you're surrounding yourself with people who are gossiping, people who are talking shit, people who don't hold the same values as you, eventually that is going to wear on you. That's going to lower your vibration. That's going to get you talking shit. Like, you know, maybe you're trying to clean up your vocabulary, stop cursing as much, but you find yourself cursing more around other people, or they're influencing you to drink more or whatever. Like, then those people, this also speaks to alone time. Like, maybe you just need some alone time. Eclipse season or whatever time you're in can be very intense. It can really shake things up and show us the truth about situations that we've had in our lives for a while. I encourage you to lean into that. If you feel like there's a lot of tower moments meaning structures in your life are falling that you didn't expect to fall, look to the ways that is benefiting you. Get excited about the future instead of looking at it with a perspective of, oh God, everything's falling apart, all these people are leaving. Even if just for a second, to have that little bit of a perspective shift where you think, okay, well, let's get excited about the future instead of thinking, wow, this sucks. Think, oh my God, now I get to make new friends. I wonder who's going to enter my life next. This also speaks to a possible cheating situation. On your end or on the part of the person that you're seeing. Maybe a third party is trying to enter your relationship situation. But yeah, I'm more so getting like private time, personal celebration, like celebrating the wins that you're experiencing on your own. Maybe you feel like you've been sharing a lot with other people lately and it's time to start reeling it in a little bit and like keeping things more private to yourself. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of privacy and keeping things to myself and like not talking about projects until they're very much underway type of energy. That's Mercury retrograde energy as well. We're entering into Mercury retrograde. We might already be in the thick of it. I don't know. But Mercury retrograde gets so demonized. But we can really alchemize this time and make the best of it by going within and slowing down and accepting, like, Mercury retrograde is going to happen whether we like it or not. It's a great practice for the whole of life. Life is going to throw things at us constantly that we don't expect, that we have to deal with on a moment's notice. So like Mercury retrograde is going to happen, and what Mercury retrograde seeks to teach us is that when we are delayed or like things slow down during Mercury retrograde, technology sometimes gets confused or whatever, look for ways again that this is for your greatest good. Because maybe you're being slowed down in traffic so that you wouldn't get hit by a car at a certain point. Maybe you're not getting that job that you really wanted because God has something even better for you in store down the road. Keep the faith. I just ate a lot of food and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm grateful that I ate a lot of food, but I'm feeling very stomachularly uncomfortable at the moment because I'm trying to talk a bunch while I'm trying to digest food. So that's always fun. Keep in mind too that we're entering into spring at this time. So like anything that is dying right now in your life is going to be reborn. We're at the very beginning of spring. So like the weather is getting nicer. Maybe, you know, you lost your job, but in spring new opportunities will bloom. Maybe you're losing friends, but in spring new friendships, more safe, heartfelt, healthy connections will be there waiting for you. A better job that is going to be more money than you ever expected, and a beautiful environment and doing things that fulfill your soul are going to be waiting for you. So look at closed doors and lost opportunities as a blessing. I've been thinking a lot about how like we have to detach from the timeline of things. Because sometimes I'll get an inspiration for something and it won't come into fruition for years. But if it's meant to happen, it will. It will happen when your angels, when God is ready for you to do it, when you're ready for it, when you've cultivated the inner environment and the inner resources to handle this dream that you had. So don't lose faith because things aren't happening in your exact timing that you envisioned it at the beginning. Oh, wow. So last reading, we got the Six of Swords reversed, and now we have the Six of Swords upright. So yeah, this is coming away from a situation to find safer ground. This is, I don't want to say like throwing your hands up energy, but in a positive way. It's like, okay, I've done all I can do here. I'm out. I think in the highest version of that is like, I've done my best. I've done all I can do. I've really given it my best. And I'm accepting that this is not for me. And now I'm moving on. The Six of Swords is very good energy. It's like safe, seeking safety after a storm. These people on this boat, you can see that they're together. They're on to safer, beautiful shores. And yeah, they look tired. Maybe you feel depleted. Maybe you feel like, God, I gave 10 years to this person. And this relationship has just thrown thing after thing at me, and I've given my all, and I've grown through this, and they've grown, and we've really tried, but that's enough. Maybe you've given your blood, sweat, and tears to a job. You've overcome obstacle after obstacle after obstacle and proved yourself for so long, but it's just thrown you challenge after challenge after challenge, and finally that one thing happens where you're like, this I can't. This I cannot deal with. I've done my best. God bless. So yeah, don't feel like you're giving up. I mean, if you truly feel like you've given your all to this situation, this relationship, this friendship, this job, this project, whatever it may be, sometimes we just have to have that acceptance and say, all right, this is not for me. In one of my last videos, I mentioned like we have to have the discernment to know the difference between a situation that is for you, that is worth having in your life, that is naturally going to have challenges, because anything, my bangs are trying to run away from each other. Anything worth having is going to be challenging. The perfect marriage is going to be challenging. Working for yourself and living your best life and living your dreams is going to have its challenges. You know, you're still going to have to make repairs in your perfect home. But generally there will be a sense of flow and ease and like, yes, this is right for me. This fills me. I was actually just talking, on the other end, sometimes there are situations that just throw us challenge after challenge after challenge and depletes us and empties us because it's just not right for us. I was talking to a friend about this last night, and she said the perfect litmus test for that is, at the end of the day, giving effort toward this situation, do you feel empty or do you feel filled? And I thought that was beautiful. So like really, I think to know that too takes a certain level of mindfulness. So like cultivate your mindfulness practices, meditate, get Reiki, clear your vessel, clean up your diet so that you can actually feel what's going on in your body, because our bodies will tell us what's going on. You know, the mind is the body and the body is the mind. So like, if you can get into your intuitive sense and say, all right, this is hard, but it feels fulfilling. I feel like I'm living my purpose. I feel on when I'm doing this. I feel good when I'm doing this. I feel enriched by this. I feel like I'm learning and thriving and growing. It's hard sometimes, but this is right for me. Or there's situations where it's just depleting and depleting and depleting you, and you have to just eventually walk away. On to better days. Whoa. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Somebody out there is feeling trapped, but they don't realize that they have all the resources that they need to get themselves free. I've been thinking a lot about lack mentality lately, and like cultivating the awareness of when I'm in lack mentality and what patterns of thought in me come from lack mentality. And it's like, this to me is lack mentality. It's like, oh, I gotta deal with what I have because I can't do any better. This woman is tied up and blindfolded amidst all these swords, but what she doesn't realize is that she could get herself free at any moment. How beautiful is that? She could just scooch herself up against one of these swords and saw her way out of these ties. Keep the faith, you know? It might feel like you're in a really dark place. It might feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but you have everything you need. The Eight of Swords might give some people a dark vibe, but it's very positive. Like, it's a really positive message. It's like, yeah, things might feel really dark, but you have everything you need to get yourself out of this situation. Maybe you need a little bit of a kick in the ass. Watch some David Goggins videos or something. Get your Navy SEAL on. Ace of Cups, wow. So yeah, this is the energy that you're looking forward to. This is the beautiful, flowing, sweet future that you're getting through all of this for. That you're leaving these stale ass, unhealthy, dragging you down friendships for. That you're leaving this not working out job for. This is what comes at the end of having that blind faith. This is what comes at the end of having to untie yourself from the binds that you think you're in. Our minds are so powerful. What does Ram Dass say? I was trying to think of what Ram Dass says about the mind. He's like something to the effect of like, the mind is a wonderful servant and a horrible master, I think. But like, our minds can benefit us so much, and they can be so much to our detriment. We can think ourselves into this type of space where it's like, oh my God, I am this way, I'm definitely this way, I'm such a loser, I'm blah blah blah, I never attract a good person, I can never get a good job. That is all in your mind, because this is what's coming. This is what the spring and the summer is going to look like for you, or whenever you are watching this, this is what your future is looking like. Abundant, flowing, your cup running over, new emotional energy. This is the beginning of a new cycle, a whole new cycle for you. Spring. Eclipse season energy. This is what you've gone through these dark nights of the soul for. And you come out of this a whole new level of you. If you really don't block any of it away and feel into what you're going through, and, you know, get the richness out of everything that you're going through, and don't shove any of it away, you can get so much benefit from the time that you're walking through right now. And think of how sweet it's going to be when some of this energy lifts and you come out with so much new wisdom, new things you can teach other people who go through the same thing, ways that you can support other people who go through the same thing. What a beautiful card. Your cup runneth over. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up because my stomach is really uncomfortable. Wrap up with our beautiful Earth Alchemy Oracle deck, created by Katie Jane Wright, with beautiful, breathtaking artwork by Nikki Strange. Look, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like, so these cards are crystals paired with different plants and flowers, and my goodness, this deck is so beautiful. So high vibe. I love everything about this deck, and it just really hits the spot. Ooh, what? Wow. Gold and apple. Let me not get the light on that. Look at that. Ah, spring, rebirth, dying to be reborn, rewriting. So, looking at things with a different perspective. Queen codes, queen energy, herstory, healing distortion. So right away that tells me about the Eight of Swords energy, where it's like maybe you're in this distorted mindset that makes you think that you're powerless, but you are not powerless. You are very powerful and you have everything you need to get out of whatever situation that you're in. Find the meaning here. Gold and apple, rewriting, queen codes, herstory, love that, healing distortion. We are moving toward an elevated time in humanity's consciousness, and in order to move forward, you are being called to help heal distortions in the matrices of this earth. We need to heal the distorted feminine caused over time through greed of power and control. Don't even get me started on that message. Oh my goodness, yes. Gold is an important symbol in this. It has been turned from something pure in Christ energy into something materialistic, creating deep divisions. Wow. There is no greater distortion to the feminine than that of the serpent, seeded through history by the story of the Garden of Eden and many dark priests and priestesses of the ages. These were the times that really hurt, manipulated, brainwashed, and tortured us, and accessing that pain is hard. Holy shit. The serpent is a symbol of Kundalini energy, a coiled energy at the base of your spine, to connect with your sensual, feminine, passionate, and sexual energy. To call it up through the spine, heart, and third eye and crown is to reach a higher state of awareness, a higher connection and expansion to the cosmos. The dividing energies of the times knew the power it held, so sought to use the serpent in dark ritual, magic, torture, and to inflict pain. Through ancient Egypt, it was sought after for its life force energy and siphoned off. Many of us still carry those wounds of distortion within ourselves and others, which manifest as a fear of snakes. Holy crap. With the support of the golden flame and ray, we can sink into realizations and healing in a very held, comforted way. You pulled this card because you are accessing trapped pain on a subconscious level that is rising to be moved through. This is insane. See what I'm saying? Like, this deck always has such a high vibrational energy and meanings to it. It's amazing. Apple. Apple has come to you as a symbol of love, unity, abundance, and gratitude. She helps you bring forward self-knowledge through the heart and third eye and connect with the feminine flow of the water. The energy of the apple wishes to nurture you, nourish you with sweet waters and to help you reharmonize your subtle energy bodies. Her medicine is of liberation, freedom for feminine oppression and oneness. She allows us to explore our true selves without judgment. When you slice an apple in half, you will find a 5-pointed star. The number 5 represents personal freedom. So please, she asked, call my energy in when healing distortion. The apple is an ancient food that brings us back to source, one of the first foods to have comforted us, bringing that sense of sanctuary and home. It opens up parts of your heart and changes the frequency within and around you to attract happiness and joy. She brings back your vibrancy, elevates and lightens your spirit. Apples reconnect us to the good life, the sweetness of life, rebirth, sunlight, and summertime. Her energy came in offering a golden crown covered in rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, all gem rays. Encoded within this offering of your crown is self-knowledge and self-mastery. Apples are associated with this. They are the cosmic fruit of the mother. You will also notice golden scales on this card. They represent a balance of truth, wisdom, and knowledge. This work is deep, and if you find yourself under psychic attack, she is the one to bring comfort and relief. When uprooting and harmonizing deep currents, we often awaken old energy streams, so vigilance and a strong element of protection is needed. The golden ray will protect and neutralize. Be sure to call and visualize it wrapping you in a golden chamber of light that seals around your higher chakras and under your Earth Star chakra. Wow. I know that was a very special message for me, and I know that somebody out there needed to hear that. Healing the divine feminine. I don't even have the energy in me to get started about the violence that has been committed against the divine feminine. But we are rising up. We got Queen Kali watching over us here. So I'm sending you all so much love and peace through this. Pay attention to what your body needs. Pay attention to what your soul needs. Maybe you just need to take a day off and take a bath and be lazy and be in your feminine energy and relax. There can be a lot happening right now. A lot of shifts, even positive shifts, can cause a certain kind of grief and uprooting. So, thank you all so much for being here with me. Have a beautiful day or night. See you next time.